Welcome back into the shop, everybody. In this video we are going to be building a floating shelf. Now about a year back I remodeled my bedroom and had always had a lack of display storage, and what with having old cameras and technology I thought it was probably about time I did something about it. Now you can see that I'm using an overhand jointer. Now this is to give me a square flat surface to butt up against the wall. Now having a square edge is quite important if you don't want the stuff on the shelf to slide off. So without further ado, enjoy the video. Now you can see that I am running the piece of cherry through the thicknesser just a few times to reduce the thickness just slightly and give both sides a really nice finish. At this point it was time for me to whip out my draw knife and get to work on removing all of the bark off of the live edge. Now you're going to see that I'm using a miter saw to square off the ends, and then I'm going to flip it end for end, do the other side, and this will leave us a really nice surface to work off of. You're going to see that I'm using a plunge router with a flute bit to router out the groove, which will essentially slot over the batten screwed to the wall. So the way this shelf is intended to work consists of two parts. One, the batten which is screwed to the wall, which will dictate where the shelf goes, and two, the groove that is routed out into the shelf itself, which will slot over the batten, giving the effect of it floating. The groove in the shelf is about 15.5mm, and for those of you that work in the imperial system, that's about 5/8 of an inch. This piece of oak can be ripped at 17mm, thickness down to 16mm, which should just fit in our groove, which will be our batten screwed to the wall. going to see I'm putting a coat of satin finish over the shelf, which will really make the grain pop and make the whole shelf look just beautiful. Here I'm just pre-drilling the pilot holes with about 1/16 of an inch bit, just so the screws will go through it without splitting. Now I've just placed the batten roughly where I want the shelf, and you'll see I'm just tapping the screw through the batten to mark out where the holes are meant to be. And using a masonry bit and the drill with the hammer mode on, I was able to drill 3 holes into the wall, insert wall plugs into each of them, and then screw the batten securely on. Making sure the whole thing was level, I was then able to slot the live edge shelf onto the batten. And just like all of my projects, I just had to add my maker's mark, as you can see here. And with that, the beautiful cherry live edge shelf was complete. If you guys enjoyed the video, thank you ever so much for watching, and please do subscribe, it means an immense amount to me. Cheerio folks.